it got to the point where I finally went into work one day and I reeked of booze and they breathalyzed me. So I lost my job. And my ex and I had split. My ex and I were together forever. We split over my drinking. And my lease was coming up on my apartment. I couldn't afford to renew. I'd gotten behind on everything. I was becoming financially destitute because of losing my job. And a friend offered me a ride in his truck around and a little bit of money to teach him how to use the computerized logging systems, and that I could bring my dog with me. So I didn't know what I was going to do in the future, but I knew I had to figure something out. I knew that I had to quit drinking. I'd known that for a long time. I'd already been to rehab for alcohol at that point. I went into 34 days of inpatient treatment for drinking, and I was still drinking. And so I ended up riding in that semi-truck for 3 months, and then figuring out that I needed to find a place to live if I was ever going to have a future life. I couldn't ride in the truck forever. And that's when I called Angie's house. I Googled pet-friendly halfway house because I thought that living in a sober living environment would be a way that I could quit drinking. I'd been on my own so long that I was my only boss, and I needed other people around to hold me accountable. And I Googled pet-friendly halfway house, and the first thing that came up was Angie's house in Cottonwood, Arizona. And I called the number and Angie answered. And I told her about myself and my dog Gladys over the phone. I was states away in California, and she agreed that I could move in right there over the phone. Accepted my 90-pound dog over the phone. It was amazing. My dad had agreed to pay for a couple months of a halfway house. That was my way out, but he didn't think there was a way I could find one that would allow Gladys to come with me. And that was the reason I went. I would not have gone to a halfway house without her. Yeah, it was super helpful when I first got here. The house, Angie's house, the one that I lived in on 13th Street, is located, I didn't have a car when I came here. I'd left my car in Tennessee. And it's located within walking distance to the AA meetings. Obviously, you have to have a job. I got a job at a elderly care facility that was less than a mile down the road, and I could walk to work in 12 minutes. It's no problem. The weather in Arizona allows you to walk to work all times of the year. So you can buy groceries. It's not even maybe a 12-minute walk to Dollar General. It's super centrally located within the Cottonwood area. I don't know what would have happened had I not found Angie. I don't think there would have been, unless there happens to be another Angie out there that does the same thing in another state, but I'm doubting that. It's kind of unheard of to have somebody who owns properties that are halfway houses that takes in parents and their animals, and treats their animals as humans. She treats Gladys like she's a member of the household. Her name's on my rent receipts. Like, she writes Jackie and Gladys. And so, I wouldn't have left my dog, so I probably wouldn't have quit drinking. I've given myself rhabdomyolysis. I've had pancreatitis multiple times. I weighed 111 pounds when I left Tennessee. I'm 5'7", 5'7.5". I was skin and bones. I was a physical disaster as well as a mental disaster. I was completely hopeless. I didn't feel like I could accomplish anything. I mean, I accomplished things before my drinking progressed. I already have a bachelor's degree, things of that nature, but what I wanted to do was go to nursing school. I didn't think that was ever going to happen because I couldn't stay sober enough to go to a class, to drive myself to a class. After moving to Angie's, I found that I could stay sober. I found a support system of people who helped me stay sober, who were also staying sober. I started enjoying life again while I was sober. I found that I can go back to nursing school. I'm in school now. Everything's changed. I got my driver's license back. I bought a car. I have my own apartment now, but I still have all the same friends. My support system's still the girls from Angie's house. Only one of them still lives there, but we're all still best friends. I can take better care of my dog. Gladys was always the world to me, but she was somewhat neglected during parts of my drinking. You know, if I had to take a taxi cab to the liquor store and didn't have the money to have them stop for pet food, Gladys ate whatever was around. Like, I wasn't always the best pet mom when I was drunk, which is the most embarrassing thing. But she, you know, I have the money and the means and the ability now to get her the best medical care that she needs. It's absolutely everything. I'm most grateful for the people in my life now. I'm most grateful for I was a complete isolated alcoholic. I didn't spend time with anyone at all. And so now the people in my life, Angie's in my life, my friends that I made at the house, they're all in my life. I'm grateful to be able to be present in Gladys's life. I'm grateful for my relationships improved with my father tenfold. And I talk to him almost every single day now because he can talk to me sober every day. You know, there's no, I'm grateful that I don't have the anxiety I had when I used to wake up hungover or just worried about what I had done the day before. I mean, the peace of mind. I quit biting my nails. I turned 40 and quit biting my nails, and I think it's just because my anxiety went down because I'm not drunk all the time. I work for hospice now. I absolutely love my job. Absolutely love it. I work at a restaurant in Sedona, which is fabulous. It's beautiful there. I make a lot of money there. And then I work for hospice, and so, and you know, the difference now is that I used to go into work hungover and half-ass do my job, taking care of people in a healthcare setting. Now I go in completely ready to do my job and to care for people, and I love it. Yeah, I'm a smart, capable person. I always knew that, but it got lost somewhere. And now it's even worse because my confidence is ridiculous. I'm like,